Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies. And this is Blue from the Encyclopedia of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey. Blue. This is emphatically the color of Masonry. It is the appropriate tincture of the ancient craft degrees. It is to the Mason a symbol of universal friendship and benevolence, because, as it is the color of the vault of heaven, which embraces and covers the whole globe, we are thus reminded that in the breast of every brother, these virtues should be equally as extensive. It is therefore the color, except white, which should be used in the Master's Lodge. Decorations of any other color would be highly inappropriate. Among the religious institutions of the Jews, blue was an important color. The robe of the high priest ephod, the ribbon of his breastplate, and for the plate of the mitre were to be blue. The people were directed to wear a ribbon of this color above the fringe of their garments, and it was the color of one of the veils of the tabernacle, where, Josephus says, it represented the element of air. The Hebrew word used on these occasions to designate the color blue is the following. And this word seems to have a singular reference to the symbolic character of the color, for it is derived from a root signifying perfection. Now it is well known that among the ancients, initiation into the mysteries and perfection were synonymous terms, and hence the appropriate color of the greatest of all the systems of initiation may be designated by a word, which also signifies perfection. This color also held a prominent position in the symbolism of the Gentile nations of antiquity. Among the Druids, blue was the symbol of truth, and the candidate in the initiation into the sacred rites of Druidism was invested with a robe composed of the three colors, white, blue, and green. The Egyptians esteemed blue as a sacred color, and the body of Amun, the principal god of their theogony, was painted light blue to imitate, as Wilkins remarks, his peculiarly exalted and heavenly nature. The ancient Babylonians clothed their idols in blue, as we learn from the prophet Jeremiah. The Chinese, in their mystical philosophy, represented blue as the symbol of the deity because, being, as they said, compounded of black and red, this color is a fit representation of the obscure and brilliant, the male and female, or active and passive principles. The Hindus assert that their god, Vishnu, was represented of a celestial blue, thus indicating that wisdom emanating from God was to be symbolized by this color. Among the medieval Christians, blue was sometimes considered as an emblem of immortality, as red was of the divine love. Portal says that blue was the symbol of perfection, hope, and constancy. The color of the celebrated dome, azure, says Will, in his treatise on symbolic colors, was in divine language the symbol of eternal truth, in consecrated language of immortality, and in profane language of fidelity, besides the 3 degrees of ancient craft masonry, of which blue is the appropriate color. The tincture is also to be found in several other degrees, especially of the Scottish Rite, where it bears various symbolic significations. All, however, more or less related to its original character as representing universal friendship and benevolence. In the degree of Grand Pontiff, the 19th of the Scottish Rite, it is the predominating color and is there said to be symbolic of the mildness, fidelity, and gentleness which ought to be the characteristics of every true and faithful brother. In the degree of Grand Master of all symbolic lodges, the blue and yellow, which are its appropriate colors, are said to refer to the appearance of Jehovah to Moses on Mount Sinai in clouds of azure and gold. And hence in this degree the color is rather an historical than a moral symbol. The blue color of the tunic and apron, which constitutes a part of the investiture of a prince of the tabernacle or 24th degree in the Scottish Rite, alludes to the whole symbolic character of the degree, whose teachings refer to our removal from this tabernacle of clay to that house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. The blue in this degree is, therefore, a symbol of heaven, the seat of our celestial tabernacle. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.